Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? This is Savion Miller here, just coming at you with a quick video. I'm getting a lot of questions from people on social media asking, is it smart to buy a single-family home, or should you start with the duplex, triplex, quadplex? So I just wanted to kind of give you an example of what a property will look like if you were to choose to use your FHA loan to purchase a duplex, a triplex, or a quadplex. So instead of using that money for one door, look at the possibilities that you have, especially, as a millennial, you're pretty young. Um, so here, let's get into it. So this property is currently under contract. I found this property on LoopNet. For some of you who don't know, LoopNet is pretty much, where you go to find commercial property that's for sale around the U.S. From industrial, office space, multifamily, and so yeah, LoopNet is going to be the place to go to find it. This is a 3-unit apartment building in Hendersonville, North Carolina. It's being sold for $439,000. It's currently under contract, like I was saying. Says right here, solid cash flow, 100% occupied. So I went ahead and I took this address, I put it in Rent-A-Meter. And what Rent-A-Meter is, it kind of gives you a solid number as far as what rents are looking like in that area. It gives you multiple. So I decided just to kind of go the 1400, being that it did say it was 100% occupied, so it might be a little cheap. So you wanted to bump those up. So the numbers that I'm using as far as rent goes is $1,400 a month. So just to kind of give you some information about the property, there are two bed, two baths, cathedral ceilings, has washer and dryer equipped with it, dishwasher, refrigerator, and all that. So I just wanted to kind of break it down as far as like if you were to use your FHA, which you can put 3.5% down as compared to conventional, 20%. So you're going to finance $421,000 you're borrowing with 4.5% interest, which is kind of pretty much common through commercial interest rates over 30 years. So your interest only right here. Then you have your principal and interest, which is everything, pretty much what you owe the bank every month, $2,135, and it kind of breaks it down right here, through your schedule. So taken the liberty. I put the numbers together for you. Two scenarios: you house hacking, which is essentially living in one of the units while renting the other out, and also when you leave the property and you have all three rented out. So you do 1,400. It's a 3-unit building. You're going to rent out two of them. So that's $2,800 a month. You times that by 12, you have $33,600 a year. You do have expenses that come with running the property. For larger properties, they usually say 50% is a good rule of thumb. But for a small property like this, I just went ahead and did 30%. So 30% of the net, the total income. So that's 10,080 a year that you're spending on the property as far as upkeep goes, any type of marketing you're doing for the property, any type of landscaping, any contract services or anything like that. So you're left with your NOI, which is your net operating income. So this is not your cash flow. You still have to pay the bank. Remember that. So your NOI is right here. You owe the bank this a year. You're left with negative 175. This is a month. So let me do that math real fast. So negative 170, so 175 times 12. Yeah, so negative 175 times 12, you're looking at negative 2,100 a year, meaning you have to pay $175 a month out your pocket to keep this investment going. And you're living, like, mind you, you're living in another 2-bed, 2-bath unit for $175 a month. Crazy, right? Crazy. And you still in this, you have this asset in your name that you purchased with 3.5% down. So just to kind of give you what 3.5% down looks like I said, the property is being sold for 439,000. So you're going to times that by 0.035. So you're $15,365 you got this property for. Minus not counting closing costs and all that kind of stuff, but just your down payment. So just to get back there, let's say what happens year 2. You only have to stay the terms of an The terms of an FHA, excuse me, I get excited when I'm talking about real estate. I can't help it. The terms of an FHA, you have to stay in the property for a year. So after you move out, let's say you rent that third unit out. So this is where the cash flow comes into play. So you have your 1,400 times 3, 4,200 a month. You do 4,200 times 12 annual. That's $50,400 a year, minus your expenses like we had up here, 10,080. You have a net operating income of $40,320. But you owe the bank, right? So you owe the bank 25,000. After you paid the bank, done everything that you need, your expenses are paid, you paid your mortgage, you're left with $14,696 a year. That's $1,225 a month in cash flow going into your pocket, essentially mailbox money. From a $15,000, you paid $15,000 to buy this property. So if you're making $14,000 a year, you're going to get your money back within 2 years. You'll have your money invested back, and you're going to still have this property providing cash flow for you. So, I hope that answers any questions regarding if you should buy a duplex, triplex, or a quadplex as compared to getting a single family home. I see a lot of people, they make the mistakes early on, as rent houses, using single family homes as rent houses. Yes, that is true. But just imagine if you're collecting $200 a month or $300 a month cash flow, the moment that tenant moves out and you're stuck paying the mortgage or whatever, because you have a higher turnover rate when it comes to renting single family homes than you do apartments. Just not me saying this. This is just with the information. Marcus and Millichap, Milken Institute, all these sort of real estate educational sites or informational sites say. So I hope that helps you all. If you're out looking for your first property or anything like that, I hope you can kind of use this video as kind of guidelines to thinking about purchasing maybe a fourplex, a triplex, or a quadplex. The reason that you can use an FHA to purchase a duplex, a triplex, or a quadplex is because residential is considered 1 to 4 units. So when you're talking to your lender or when you're talking to a realtor, ask them about that. I'm a realtor. We work for you. So again, I hope that video helps, guys. I know I could use an extra $1,225 a month in cash flow, and just imagine you kind of keep repeating that process over and over again. The first scenario I have, house hacking. House hacking, you're spending $175 a month on rent as compared to $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month, and then when you move out, that $175 that you were paying has now turned to $1,225 a month in cash flow. So now you can go out and get that nice car and spend $400 on that car note because you're paying your car note isn't dependent on you working. You have a property that's giving you cash flow every month that's allowing you to pay off your debt. That's allowing you to live essentially rent free if you, and also you can cash out, refinance. There's just so many options. I'll be sure to include stuff like that in the next video. So I hope this helps you guys. Y'all take it easy. Have a good day.